Hello everybody, it's Christy back with another video, and it is August Scrawlrbox time. It came in the mail, and let's see what's inside. I always undo this, but I didn't actually open it, just because my address is on the bottom. Okay. We have just a generic blender. I can't remember what these guys are called. There's a special name for them. And like a little sticky stick like you would get in a nail kit. An eraser by Derwent. A spearmint chew. Okay. Oh man, it's oil pastel time. Okay. Alright, let's get everything out of this box. Because we have a pencil too. Okay, Scrawlrbox, bye to the box. Okay, sticker. We'll come back to that. We have a set of 6 Sennelier Oil Pastel Artist Grade Oil Pastels. So, that's pretty dope. Wow. Okay, I'm very excited by that. Here's the zine. Oh, look at this. Look how beautiful this is. You guys see it? Super cool. Super neat. Oh, I had it upside down. Now it's right side up. Da, da, da. Okay. Julie Avisar is the featured artist. There is their Instagram and website. I will definitely be following them on Instagram, so give them a follow. And okay, we have like paper. I'm like so nervous to open this because I know it's going to make a mess once I do. Okay, so we have 6 oil pastels and they're in this little thing. So at least they're not getting everywhere. And then there's something with them in here. So let's take a look at this. Okay, so these are Sennelier Oil Pastel Sheets. Paper available in pads. So these are sheets that are designed for oil pastel paper. So how many of these did we get? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these. Okay, Upgrade. I'm looking at you. This is already better because I have 5 oil pastel sheets here and 6 colors of artist grade oil pastel. And, oh my gosh, then we get 10 sheets of drawing paper on top of it. Okay, so what is the rationale behind that? Blending stumps, that's what they're called. A pencil and an eraser. I don't know that I needed the eraser. Where's the booklet? I am all sorts of flubby today. Okay, so we get 6 Sennelier oil pastels, and it says here, they're so versatile, apply directly to the surface. Possibilities are endless. Be prepared to get messy with these pastels, and don't be afraid to get stuck in. Okay. Yeah, I know these are creamy. We've had these before in a subscription box, and they are very creamy, and this is not a supply I work with regularly. So I'm not sure why we got this paper and this paper. It says it's the perfect base for oil pastels, this. So I'm going to test on both papers. Why not? That's pretty cool that we got paper. We got a scratcher. We got a blending stump, a pencil, an eraser. Yeah, this is a really, really dope box. The Scrawler challenge is where reverse flow, and yeah, I can definitely tell you just from looking at the colors here that I'm definitely going to try to make a landscape. This is going to get messy. We've got the Scrawler zine, which by the way, notice that nowhere on here does the Scrawler zine add value to this box. It's just something they give us. And it's not as big as the bottle post. Sorry, I'm like kind of irritated with this last upgrade that we got. But it gives us the contents. drawing paper, oil pastels. Yeah, so there's everything that we got. Here's a little thing about the featured artist. You can screenshot it and read it if you want to. Things to try, artist's advice. I find it useful to keep a piece of kitchen paper next to me when drawing. These pastels can get dirty quite quickly when blending them together on the paper. Gently turning them on kitchen paper cleans them very easily. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, look, here's the Scrawler gallery for the Pintor one that I did the cactuses for. I can't talk today. Anybody we know in here? Anybody we know? I don't see anybody that I know here, but wow, beautiful pieces. Beautiful. The magic of oil pastels. I'm going to try it. Okay, so oil pastels are not normally my jam, but I am excited to swatch this out and see where we go from here. So, yay, Scrawlrbox. Yay, Scrawlrbox. This is a really cool box, and I am very excited to see where everything goes and how this piece turns out. Stay tuned. right, so what did we think about this box? Well, we knew it was going to be messy. It was oil pastel, so we knew it was going to be messy. So given that, let me talk about everything individually. Let's start with the swatches. So I swatched on both papers. I swatched on the drawing paper and I swatched on the oil paper. Now, I truthfully decided to work with the Scrawlrbox drawing paper because it did blend a little bit nicer when I did that. That just might be my ignorance with the supply. I'm certain that if Sennelier makes oil pastel sheets that these are excellent. I also use the rougher side between the two, and I might have been needing to use the smoother side, so I fully admit that that might have been a problem. But I know just from working with these mildly before and watching other people work with them that these are super soft pastels. So like usually the layering here was going to get a little bit in the weeds if we didn't work with something that I could smush down. So I chose to work with this drawing paper for that purpose. The pencil's great. It erases nicely on the Lumograph, but then I tested it with Posca and Prismacolor pencils because it claims that the artist's eraser claims that it works with colored pencil, and it really doesn't. I mean, it was an eraser. It was a $4 eraser, so I think for that price, I would have preferred something else in the box. It's the only thing I have to complain about, though. And I'm really not complaining about this box because I loved this box. I'm just saying for me personally, the eraser wasn't important. I didn't use it at all, really. I mean, I may have used it once or twice on my sketch, but that was about it. So these were the swatches. Let's get to the piece. So the challenge for the Scrawler Challenge was where rivers flow. So I tried to pick a picture that was a river that had like a little scene in it. And I'll tell you what, this is not my art supply. This is definitely not something I would choose to work with willingly unless it was given to me in a box like this. But I kind of had a good time. It was messy. I can't do this all the time. I certainly can't do it every day. I cleaned immediately after. I took everything off my desk here. I still have spots that I need to get rid of. It's not for me every day. But it was fun to get outside my comfort zone and do something different. I had a blast with the clouds. I probably could have just played with the colors in the clouds for hours. Or the mountains. I didn't focus a lot on the mountains. Definitely I could do the mountains better if given more time. But I tried to like Bob Ross my way through this because he does oil paintings. And so I kind of picked some happy little trees because I thought this was a good palette for trees. And I do think it works really nicely. It's not a perfect palette. Would I have liked to have like a nice true sappier green? Yes. But I think it worked really well for what I did with it here. I had a blast. I did pull out, so this guy was good for scraping. I ended up using it back here some, and just anytime I made a mistake, it would pull up a nice layer and I could blend it out. Instead of adding to it, because at some point there's too many layers. This I got in a sketch box like forever ago that had oil pastels in it, and it was really helpful in moving and blending too, but really the star of the show is this blending stump. I mean, it's disgusting looking, and I think I can file it down or I can peel the paper back. I don't know because I don't really use these, but again, my ignorance with the art supply, but I feel like every time I was worried something wasn't looking good, I would just get in here and blend it, and it would look better. I got the pencil a mess. Everything's a mess, and this paper served as a nice spot to, like, scribble things off and, you know, like, try to get rid of some of this color. And that was in the Scrawler zine that was a suggestion, so that was a really good suggestion. All right, so now here is the moment of truth. Was this box worth it? So Scrawlrbox values this box at $26.36, and I paid $29.20 for the box. However, I think they undervalued themselves because they didn't give any value to the oil pastel sheets that we got, and that amount of paper for this particular brand of paper from Sennelier is easily almost worth $5. So I feel like they should have added that amount and been around $31. Which is what I was around when I did everything. But here's what I want to say. For the 6 assorted colors of Sennelier Oil Pastels, I can get them for $13, which is a little better than they could do. But for the 6 colors that I got, this exact palette, which to be honest with you is a pretty stinking darn good palette, and if I was going to do landscapes or I was going to do pictures, I would want something more like this that's got a samey color palette where I can blend a lot of things together and get a lot of difference than a primary palette. I feel like with a primary palette, unless I am like a 6-color primary palette that would have to include a black and a white, because it does, it wouldn't give you the range of depth. It would give you some range of depth, but it wouldn't give you this range of depth. And because the Scrawler Challenge was Where Rivers Flow, they nailed it. They did a great job giving me something that I could work with. And now, if I do like these aren't colors, these 4 colors, they're not in the Sennelier, like, basic sets of these. I didn't see them anyway when I looked in the basic set of 12. So if I get 12 oil pastels to add to this, now I have extra supplies that aren't just going to come in the most basic set that I could get. So Scrawlrbox does a good job of curating supplies well and finding things that you can add to the supplies if you like them and you want to get more, which I might get a set of 12 of these. I don't know, maybe once in a while I'll do an oil pastel painting. Lindsay Wyrick is doing a pastel month right now, so maybe I'll watch some of her tutorials and like mess around. I feel like it could happen. I had a good time with this. It just I have to get over the mess, but I feel like that was okay. So anyway, if you get these exact colors, the value in this box plus that extra bonus paper was $38.16. Even at $30.67, I'm getting more value than I paid for the box, but this is like a wow for me. So this box was awesome. I think it was a lot of fun. I love it when Scrawlrbox gives me something different that I don't have, that I've not really sunk my teeth into yet, that is hard for me to get here in the States. This is probably not that hard for me to get, but it's not something I would ever have picked up on my own. So Scrawlrbox, bravo. I am glad that I support you. And I'm glad that I hung on. I was thinking about canceling, but people said, no, keep going with Scrawlrbox. I'm definitely keeping Scrawlrbox. Along with Scrawlrbox, I know I have one more Upcrate coming, and after that, I did subscribe to something else other than Upcrate, just because I think Upcrate and I need I think we need to take a break. But Scrawlrbox is strong. It's awesome. I know they just shipped my September box, so I'm very excited to see what's in that in a few weeks. Did you get this box? Do you like oil pastels? I'm starting to think maybe they're fun once in a while, which is not something I thought I'd ever say before. Oh, one last thing. I did use a reference photo for this. I will tag it in the description below. I didn't follow it exactly, but I just wanted something to kind of give me a baseline for comparing and drawing. So I will link the reference photo below. Did you get this box? What did you think of it? And do you like oil pastels? Let me know those things in the comments below. And that's going to be it for me today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope that this inspires you to create some artsy bits yourself, and we will see you guys in the next video, everybody. Bye for now.